This video is found to you because it's time for us to get down to the nitty-gritty about what's going on in your love life, energetically, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Above all, I pray that this reading brings you peace, love, light, healing, clarity, motivation, and truth. Before you are 3 separate images representing 3 separate groups. Allow your intuition to guide you towards the image that you feel most drawn towards, whether it be because it looks familiar, whether it be because of a sign, symbol, synchronicity, a color, a number, a figure, a shape, whatever it may be that it reminds you of. Trust your intuition. At this time, it's very important to differentiate intuition and anxiety and follow the love. 1, 2, 3 groups. Make your selections and I'll see you there. If you're interested in a bonus message, head on over to Patreon. That will be linked down below so you can find out how do you appear in people's dreams. We always have a lovely new pick a card reading on Patreon. There are 3 separate tiers. The bottom tier allows for that new pick a card every single week, so definitely join us there. Check out the other 2 tiers because they may also interest you as well. But let's go ahead and dive into everything that we need to know right here, right now, as to why you are brought to this video, this reading, at this very moment, at this very point in time. It was meant for you to hear this. You selected group number 1. Okay. Paying attention, paying attention, paying attention. Group number 1, what can my group number 1s know about their love life? What needs to be known about my group number 1's love life? Okay, all of a sudden, my stomach started doing things. I was being clumsy with the cards. In the pre-shuffle, the cards that I'm seeing. Okay, I'm understanding. I'm processing. 717 is a relevant number. 717. Do with that information what you will. Tap me into my group number 1. Those that select group number 1. What can we talk about to bring clarity to group number 1's love life, no matter the status? Single, married, taken, confused, whatever it may be. Let's get in tune. I'm using a deck that I'm translating from Spanish to English, and I know some of them off the bat, but others I need to double check. I got to check my little dictionary. Shout out to Jenna's Witchy Corner for helping me out with this. Okay. She helped me to translate because Google Translate is not real Spanish, if you didn't know. Let's see. Group number 1. What can they know about their love life? What do they need to know about their love life? So at first I was feeling a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of energy coming from a lot of different places. For some, what that looks like is drowning out your own authenticity. This is something that has, was, is, or will get in the way. So for this group here, what's going on in your love life? Clarity from group type of minds. So compromise, people pleasing, lack of self-acceptance, all reveals confusion and chaos. For some of you, there's too much focus on the love life of those around you, feeling like you and they should be going at the same pace, whether this be a friend, a lover, a sibling. Why would I say a lover? I don't know. But some of you might be in polyamorous connections, or you could be casually dating, or you're in a scenario where casual dating is the norm. And you could be trying to keep up with the Joneses, as they say. That's what someone needs to come to terms with in regards to love life and what is and isn't happening. For some of you, this looks like trying to keep up with the Joneses has you forcing connections that end up leaving you in strife, betrayal, trauma. Or those of you that might be making choices to keep up with the Joneses or appease the Joneses. Again, not taking into consideration your own light, your own heart, your own truth. I see that this group here, you're trying to lean, I'm hearing serioso, like you're too serious in love. I don't know if serious, like, I don't know if that's a real word, but like serioso, like you're too serious. When that's not your true nature. As I say that, I'm picking up this love deck that's in the shape of a heart, and it says freedom at the bottom of the deck. Pardon me. Group 1. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. This is what I'm talking about, friends. Give each other some space. You need to take a break, a breather from expectations in love, comparisons in love, and just relax and breathe. Because isn't that what love should be? It shouldn't be something that you hunt for, that you have to force. The bottom of the deck says, acceptance is a key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Yeah, okay. Some of you are seeking, hunting, searching, trying to manifest or create something before it's time. This blessing is due unto you in due time. Right now, I'm seeing that no serious commitment is in the foreseeable future right here, right now. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't be in situationships and talk here and do as you please, but committed, I'm going to need you to release, because there's something else that needs your time, your effort, your energy, your truth, your intrigue. And it's actually going to change you. It's going to alter the path of your life. For some of you, your life will quite literally not look the same. So trying to take root, create roots where you are, they're only going to have to be ripped up or left behind later. Before you know. Later, but before you know. Some of you are exploring love for temporary highs and temporary joys that you want to plant seeds into, and it's not going to pass. It won't be allowed. So the things that make you feel like you're hitting a wall in love, that's for a reason, and you know why. I'm also seeing here too why commitment may not be a major thing for you. Even if for some of you, this could be you're already married. You can still make compromises in those relationships to make it work for the two of you to do what you need to do, to process, to grow, to heal, to feel, to rejuvenate, whatever it may be. Every relationship is different. Again, going back to individualism and self-acceptance and not comparing ourselves to the Joneses. Just because the Joneses never made this type of compromise, or you never heard about the Joneses doing this or doing that, who cares? Because what works for them may not work for you, and vice versa. And we want to keep this in mind, that your relationships can be unique. They don't have to look like anyone else's. They don't have to make sense to anyone else. But what needs to happen, what we need to focus on, the only thing that does make sense, is that it brings you peace and it grows you. Not for temporary highs or temporary joys or temporary commitments that don't assist you or help you grow in the long run. Now, this doesn't mean that a temporary relationship can't help you grow, because it absolutely can. But another thing that I see here with this group that may pop up as a common struggle amongst you, the spirit of competition and or feeling like you're not enough. Feeling like you're not enough, thus putting you in the spirit of competition. That is not a vibrational match or frequency that aligns with love. Acceptance is a major theme for this group. Accepting what is will change what was to bring what will be. I don't even know what I just said. I channeled that straight up. So hopefully I said it right. But the change is inevitable. The relationship that you want is inevitable. But there's still some growing to be made. There's still some growing to be had. Now, again, this doesn't mean that you can't have temporary relationships where you have some funsies or situationships or whatever it may be. This doesn't mean that you can't be experiencing these things, because, again, they can grow you too. But I'm seeing that in your love life, it's really you trying to clutch on to these temporary situations and experiences that are harming you. To where it's like, okay, you seem to be in an extreme space where it's like either it's all or nothing. So it's like, okay, well, then Spirit's like, let's go with nothing, because we can't allow you to give your all or put your all here. So then we're going to go with nothing. Now, if you want to change your love life, you absolutely can, to bring in that balance so that it doesn't have to be an all or nothing. But that's up to you to determine, again, not based on the Joneses and what they do and how they feel and what they say and what they recommend, but what works for you. And what works for you ultimately brings you peace. Whether that means breaking away, taking a break, permanent separation, temporary separation, no involvement whatsoever, easing yourself into involvement, polyamorous situationships or polyamorous relationships, monogamous situationships. Some people can find peace in all of those things that I mentioned, some of those things that I mentioned, while others can't. And that's why it's up to you to determine what is good for you. Because, again, this is not the end all be all. This is not your major goal. There's more for you to unfold alone first, by yourself first. No matter how many times you feel like you've evolved, no matter how many times you feel like you've unfolded yourself, no matter how many times you feel like you've explored yourself, no matter how many times you feel like you've changed, there's still more evolution, transformation. As I'm looking here at a butterfly and a snake in your reading, shedding the skin and growing the wings. Do you really think it would be wise to plant seeds or make commitments in the middle of shedding skin? Making decisions and commitments in the middle of discomfort means that you are not of a sober mind. Cultivate a space, energy for you to have a sober mind, free from the egoic desires, wants, and needs, and focus on the goal at hand, the evolution at hand, the transformation at hand. The process may be painful, shedding that skin. But imagine a snake trying to make a deal, trying to cut a deal while shedding skin when they're uncomfortable. Or a butterfly inside of a chrysalis trying to cut a deal before they've even seen the size of their wings. Imagine. I'm hearing that that'll get you caught up. So what I'm seeing here too is that, my friends, for group number 1, you can absolutely find a commitment and settle into that, but you will realize that it's cut you short. And it might seem okay right now, but in the long run, you might have wished you'd done things a little differently, slowed down, changed your mind, allowed yourself to change your mind. Allowed yourself to heal, allowed yourself to have fun. Because this is all about allowance, what you let yourself do, what you'll let yourself have. Because I'm telling you, this group here, you can have it all right here, right now. And it might satisfy you. It might satiate the hunger for now. But there's no promises about the long run. This is not to say that someone watching this video can't come into a union of a lifetime tomorrow. It's not to say that. Because you could be watching this reading to say, that's what I've been processing. That's what I've been going through all this time. This, again, is a reading meant to bring clarity about what's going on in said love life. So that you can accept, so that you can grow, so that you can evolve, so that you can understand, so that you can find sober peace of mind. This is a space where you can make drunk decisions, or you can take your time to make sure you sober up a little bit before fully diving into a commitment. Okay? Group number 1. I pray that what your flesh misunderstood or rejected but needed to hear is translated to the spirit in a way that gives you everything that you need. If you're interested in finding out how you show up in people's dreams, I'll catch you over on Patreon for this week's Pick a Card upload. I'll talk to you next time. Bye, 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 bye. Celebrate this channel. Hype up this channel. Support this channel for free skis, giving this video a thumbs up, leaving love in the comment section down below, sharing this video with a friend, hitting the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I pull up with new content just like this. That makes you a TAYlien. And sometimes I will put subscriber only, aka TAYlien messages at the end of certain pick a card readings. Check the timestamps down below to see if I did that for today's. So you have a couple of things to check out. If you want to book a personal reading, first link in the description box. Patreon, second link in the description box. And there's also a PO box as well as a virtual tip jar if you want to donate to the channel. Okay. And there's also the link to Patreon for this specific companion video that's going to be all about how you show up in people's dreams. I can't wait to explore that mysterious landscape over there. And I'll see you if you join us. Okay. Okay. And please feel free to open up in the comment section down below. Hearing your responses helps me to be a better reader, to know what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm vibing, and how you interpret it also helps me to mold my verbiage in a way that makes me the reader that I aspire to be. All right, I think I'm done yapping. If I missed anything, sorry. Talk to you next time. Okay, group number 2, I absolutely love and adore this reading for you already, because if you selected group number 2, if you resonated with the image, the second image, the middle image, it's because you have turned over a new leaf. This feels like leaving one chapter and entering another, leaving one part of the story behind and moving into the next. This is a new blank slate. Whatever karmic cycles that you've been going through in love, those will no longer be your reality. I'm seeing that this is taking you from a fiery surface level type of love and energy in love. It was a type of love, but it wasn't your type of love. You've graduated to a different type. You've evolved into a different type. I'm seeing you show up more in cups now. Your love life is about to get hella romantic. And it all starts with you, because of what you've accepted in the past and how that's evolved you and grown you. I'm seeing a house being built up from scratch, or being rebuilt or renovated, remodeled to attract a new demographic, to attract a new frequency, to represent those inside of the home accurately. So let's see what that means for you. Group number 2, what can group number 2 know all about their love life? So you're just beginning this new adventure, this new quest. And I'm kind of getting excited, which lets me know that you will soon come into contact with someone that will mark this new chapter for you, whether it be something temporary and lighthearted or something very serious that withstands the test of time. Either way, it will prove to you that you are no longer in Kansas anymore. Give me a moment while I translate, please. I'm using the Romance Angels Oracle deck in Espanol. Shout out to Jenna's Witchy Corner for helping me to translate, because Google Translate is not real Spanish. Excuse me, but I'm pulling up my little dictionary to make sure I am translating every card accurately. So please meditate, breathe, contemplate, do what you must with me. I want to take note that the very first card that I pick up is the number 22, which says love yourself first, but I want to focus on 22, the master builder number. I literally talked about you building up a house or renovating a house. Sign, symbol, synchronicities, and alignment. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's your very first message that comes out here. Then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I love, do you understand? I love to hear that, love to see that. After everything that I just told you, you're in a new place. Like, you're in a new land. You've never been here before. And the latest is calling in your soulmate. Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me? It's all aligning. Just like how these cards just align just like this is how your love life will align, just like this, to prove that you are in a new place. You're embodying a new energy. Ooh, baby. I love this for group number 2. So really, this tells me that right now, if you come to this reading, you could either be in a new situation that feels like this and you're like kind of giddy, kind of excited and really want to know what's going on. This is confirmation. Yes, this is different. This is new. These feelings are different. These feelings are new. And there's some of you that have come to this reading because you're impatiently waiting on the proof of what was just revealed here. Just be patient. It's coming. Okay? Any sign of impatience means that you're not even ready for what you're impatient for. Sit back with that and relax on it. Think about it. But you're calling in your soulmate because your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations have helped to bring you together. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the number 12, which is Hangman energy, patiently waiting, which also states free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So this is also going to be proof that you have manifested this change, because you have determined that this is what you want. You wanted a shift, a change in this area, this way, because the old way became too much to bear. So let's go ahead and dive into group number 2's reading, all about what we can know, what needs to be known about their love life. So Two of Swords, there's definitely some sort of stagnation due to indecision or lack of visibility. Yes. The Emperor flies in the reverse. Feeling out of character, feeling out of whack. Wow. With the Empress in the reverse right next to. Okay, so yeah. Majority of you, you have yet to meet, to see this person that you are meant to be and be with. Meaning you are stepping into this version of yourself as they too are stepping into this version of themselves that is meant to align the two of you. Once you step into said versions of said selves, and then the rest will be history. And then you'll evolve together. So this group here, you're definitely designated for a lifelong partner of some sorts here. But I am seeing a bit of damnation coming from your own lips, a little bit of self-sabotage or something of the sorts here. But what is that? What is that? Okay, so this is where we want to make sure that our situations, our experiences make us better and not bitter. You really want to focus on, no, not being delusional, but yes, being optimistic. This is super duper duper important for you along this path to finding new love, okay? And we have the card that comes out for you. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. You can feel this energy when you tap in. For some of you, it's a lot easier for you to feel this energy than others, or at some points in time, it's easier for you to feel this energy than other times. Take note of that. When it's easy for you to tap into that energy, take note of the things that you eat, drank, watched, felt, saw, experienced, said, heard, so on and so forth. This is the image. Felt like I needed to show you. This group here, you're in this vibe. You're like, I'm from the show me state. Is that Texas? I don't even know what state that is. But there's something here about eyes. Visualizing and seeing. It's very, very, very important. To see is to believe. Visualization is super important for this group. Bottom of the deck says, let there be closest between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So that feels like preparation for what is to come. I'm seeing that in your love life, in the scope of life, even if it doesn't look like love, what it's training you up for is your love life, and knowing how to feel things at a deep, 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 deep level, at a deep, 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 deep depth, but also knowing how to remain healthily detached, but deeply involved. Okay, what more? Again, there's experiences in your life reflecting this truth to you, okay? About the art of not being attached, but being deeply involved. This is a theme that everything in your life is trying to show you. Some of you could also be battling with thoughts of needing an ex, or the necessity of an ex, or maybe mistakes that you might have felt like you made in the past. But it elevated you. That's why it's so important for you to focus on what really changed. Like, I think you might see it sometimes, and other times you're like, meh, but it was so needed. It was so necessary for you to rise, for you to evolve out of the situation. Those of you that are clicked onto this video and resonating with it, and you click group number 2, you are already past group number 1. the snake that was in the middle of shedding skin and trying to make commitments in the middle of shedding skin. That's uncomfortable. You'll agree to things that you don't actually mean. You're agreeing to things that don't actually align with you because you're not even yourself yet. So watch that group if you feel it. But yeah, there was something from your past or something that you felt like could have, would have, should have been, and it could have been, but it would have left you in group number one's energy. Finally realizing that, yeah, it worked temporarily, but it wasn't the long-term solution. Thus ending up with regrets. You're in the space where you might be regretting leaving a situation, or regretting the way that you handled a situation, or regretting feeling like you led someone to leave a situation with you. Let it be. Let it be, because it's either experience these regrets here or be in that situation, rewind as if you were in it, that it never ended, and then fast forward to a point in time where it never ended and you stuck through, but it broke you. Okay. What more can my group number twos know about their love life? Socialization is important here for you. And reading people. Like, I don't know why that's important. Socialization and you like observing and being around people long term is really important. Hammer comes out here. Okay, my Bob the Builders, I said you were building a house. The hammer pops out. This says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Yeah, this group here could be healing some sort of incessant type of energy, like constantly pecking at something, or constantly trying to perfect something, or like it feels like an artist, a sculptor. Interesting. Okay, so I'm being brought to you as like the artist, the sculptor. Your piece is about 50 to 70% of the way done, but you're thinking about the past and distracting yourself. And this is where you could potentially like put chips where you don't mean to, or cut away where you don't mean to. So observe more than anything in this season. I know that sounds so like, okay, girl, you're trying to tell me to be mysterious and shit, but no, for real. Observing and being slow to react or respond could really be your best bet at this time. Talking at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I really feel like this group here, your socialization, you're developing your social skills. That's really significant, really important in your love life. That's what's going on right now. Something that you're going through now, things that you are experiencing now, are socializing you, preparing you for your future connection, or preparing you for the connection that you're currently in, but you want to heal because you feel that this is your person, this is your place, this is your thing. Oops, excuse me, confirmation burp. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, another thing too, remember I talked about you being the snake shedding the skin. So you got the same card to pop out here as well, the snake. So this is the remnants of that last chapter, decisions that were made in that last chapter that you're like reconsidering, getting headaches over, thinking, re-examining, replaying over and over again. That could be deterring you from moving forward presently. You're also carrying the essence, the presence of your future self and your lover's future self presently as we speak. It's like you're walking hand in hand or side by side with each other's energy, whether you know this or not. You're getting acquainted with one another's energy, whether you know this or not, energetically speaking. socialization will do this for you. So let this be confirmation to really be out there, put yourself out there. If you're invited somewhere, go. If you want to host an event, if you want to do this, you want to do it. Be more social, be more involved with people, be in situations and scenarios where you can see, feel, think, hear, drink other people and their energy and see what's up. For some reason, that is relevant for you. And again, thinking before you jump, but being sure to not overthink. Knowing the line between thinking and overthinking, and knowing that the only thing that separates them is faith and how you move. I don't know why, but I need to say something about an emailed message. I'm also seeing 369 manifestation energies. Also, a very random message here too. Social media could be relevant to you and this person. You could meet this way, build this way, create this way. It's relevant. I feel like there's a bit more. So let's see. Why do I feel that way? What's going on here for my group number 2s? Why can't they leave yet? What do they need to know? Okay, they're telling me to put these away. And these are 2 cards that are reminding me of the past. So put the past away. Damn, the snake comes out again. With soulmates. Coffin, endings. Why is the snake coming out again? Clarify the snake. The chaser. Okay. Some of you are presently in a situation where you're trying to put yourself back into that snake situation where you're going to have to evolve or shed old skin when you can avoid that. A situation that's turning you into a chaser or something like this here. Detach, detach, detach. Whether this be with a specific person or whether this be with love in general. Are you chasing love? Detach, detach, detach. Okay. And once you detach, there it is. A new level. You're definitely cutting some cords. Oh my gosh. We've been talking about what? The snake? Bottom of the deck is the freaking girl with a snake. It's a different card in the same deck talking about a snake who deals with empath and narcissist paradigms, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. I'm telling you, that's what's going on presently. You're ducking and dodging the snakes, baby. You're ducking and dodging the snake-like chapters, the snake-like feelings here. Because again, for you with this snake, it's representing a very painful evolution that really changed you. Again, check out group 1 if you're interested in that. You'll find parallels between mistakes made back then and what you may potentially be walking into now if you allow yourself to be put into that chaser position once again. Hold out. Hold out, baby. Hold out. And it will bring you a brand new home. It will bring you the least expected thing. The one you least expected or something like here. Something like this. Woo-hoo. And I've been stumbling over my words and stuff too. Socialization, again, socialization, big on that, big on that. For some reason, I still feel like I don't want to leave your reading. Why? Why is that? What's going on? Is it the attachment? What's going on? The Moon and the King of Swords. The Six of Swords. That does feel like obsession. Whew. You're dealing with someone. It's like that final boss, or like someone here is dealing with something like that final boss. Some of you could be dealing with a situation or a person where it feels like it could be evolved. Like this feels like this could be love now, but there's still some if, ands, buts. That's your codependency trying to hook yourself to this person, place, thing. Excuse me, let it go, let it go, let it go. Detach, detach, detach. Practice as much as you need. I don't know what you need to do, but detach, detach, detach. It's like the final boss, I'm telling you. Talk to me about this final boss energy. What happens when they beat this final boss? Seven of Swords. You develop a new skill. This kind of sounds like a video game, I swear, but I mean it. Then the power is transferred to you, and you do something positive with this energy. You build a home with this energy. This power of seduction, or this power of whatever the fuck this is that's trying to call you back into this old chapter. Honey, once you beat this final motherfucking boss, you'll never be the same again. You'll never go back there again. You'll be unaffected. Shut up, stomach, please. They're gonna think that I don't eat. I swear I do eat, you guys. I swear I love food and food loves me. But channeling on an empty tummy, it really changes your life, man. Sometimes. Don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor. I just do me. Okay. I thoroughly enjoyed reading for you. I would love for you to bless us with your energy over on Patreon. This week's upload is a pick a card about how you show up in people's dreams. I was really intrigued when Spirit brought that message to me. So please join us on Patreon to find out, how do you appear in people's dreams? How do you show up? How do they see you? How do you make them feel? What role do you play? We're going to dive into all of that. Thank you for being here, group number 2. Support this channel for free skis by giving this video a thumbs up. Leave a love in the comment section down below. Share this video with a friend. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up with new content just like this. And I thank you in advance, baby. There will be several links and a lot of information in the description box down below. First link takes you to book a personal reading if you're interested in doing so. Patreon is the second link in the description box, which will take you over to, of course, Patreon, so that you can sign up for the tier that matches your lifestyle, your needs, your wants, your desires. There's 3 different tiers. The bottom tier is where we do the pick a card every single week. There's other tiers, 2 tiers above that if you're interested. Read them, check them out. They're evolving as well. We're bringing more, we're evolving, we're growing. So check them out, stay tuned, email me, comment down below, ask me questions if you have any regarding Patreon specifically. What else? Link in the description box if you would like to donate to the channel, as well as a P.O. box if you would like to donate to the channel. And of course, again, if you want to talk about how you show up in people's dreams, that will also be in the description box down below. I'll see you there if you're there. Sending you love. And I can't wait to read your comments. Ta-ta for now. Bye. Those of you that resonated with the 3rd image, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and find out what we need to know about your love life. I've thoroughly enjoyed these readings, and I hope you do too. Let's see. What can I know about my group number 3s? What can you reveal to me about my group number 3s, their love life, so I can help to bring clarity to them? Take a chance. And also dive back into the mind of your younger self, because it has direction for you in love. Maybe something or someone that you were interested in as a child brings some sort of clarity to you. Also, for some of you, something about a child can point you in the direction of true love. So if you have children, be mindful of who they like, who they dislike. That this is not for everyone, but I have Spanish cards that I have to translate into English. I know some of them, but some of them I have to look up. So give me a moment to process, please. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, those of you that are worried about having children, that's a message for you. This could be the one, but it's technically in the reverse. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Again, it's in the reverse. Some of you are debating if the parent of your child is your partner, but there's like a major constriction. No, the answer is no. You're just in a comfort zone. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You're like, should I be giving this relationship a chance? There's a difficult relationship or something, and you're like, should I be giving that relationship a chance? Hell no. If I'm being quite honest. Yeah, there's something being offered to you, but it's less than pleasing. It comes with more bitter than it does sweet, and you're like trying to figure out if you can make the most out of this. Yeah, you're like trying to put a whole lot of baggage on yourself. Like, I can fix this, I can rescue this, I can do this, I can do that. No, that's not your responsibility, period. It's not your responsibility. I'm going to say it again. It's not your responsibility. You're putting something on your back in love. It's not your responsibility. You have this image here, and it says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Back of the deck says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. That doesn't mean that you guys have to be together. It just means you don't have to criticize one another. And it means to love and accept each other as you are. And your relationship, whether it be platonic or romantic, will magically transform. Yeah, some of you are like in a karmic relationship or a karmic connection, or stuck on a karmic relationship, stuck on a karmic connection that made you the chaser, that made you really look in the mirror and say, like, what is really going on here? Is this really what love is? And then you ascended beyond it, found some sort of peace, found some sort of light, found some sort of happiness. But there's some sort of falseness in that because of some sort of self-blame, negative talk. Some of you are rewatching old videos or replaying voicemail messages or something like this. and it's not helping, or whatever it is that you're doing, it's, how can I put that into words? It's a form of sabotage, like poking a wound that is in the middle of healing. It's gonna, like, you poking it is going to require more healing time. You're just adding to the time that it takes to heal. That goddamn snake then showed up in every reading, which tells me that this is a reading that evolves from the first through the last. Talk to me about this group here, please. Self-image is something you need to be focused on, a commitment to yourself. There is a direction that you're being drawn in, called in, but you don't believe you're good enough, or you feel like you don't have the image for it, or you don't have this for it, or you don't have that for it. And you keep waiting on the right time for you to be enough or feel like you are enough. When really, all it takes is you taking actions that prove that you are committed to yourself and making healing choices for yourself by making heart-centered choices, movements, and decisions, because your main card says deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So what's going on in your love life is doubt that's trying to keep you down or hold you back and send you back into a cycle that you don't need to be in with someone that you don't need to be with, because you don't have faith in the future, because you don't have faith in yourself. And if you don't want to have faith in yourself, have faith in a higher power, friend. That's what it's there for. 808 is a significant number. Also, that makes me think of 808s and heartbreaks. Heart-centered energy for group number 3 is major, 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 major. Focus on your heart chakra at this time and healing it. Affirmations is a really good one for you. Simple, cheesy type of I am affirmations can really do you some good. Because the more that you preach it, the more that you'll believe it, because you'll start to move like it. So you're like, hey, what does this have to do with my love life? You didn't tell me nothing about my love life. Because you don't need to see anything beyond anything except for your heart space and following it to where it is guiding you. Commit to yourself. Believe in yourself. For some of you, believe in yourself for your kids. Do this for your kids, or for the future of your kids that may or may not exist yet. But let life and the situations progress naturally. For some of you, maybe you are destined to be with someone that you have a feeling, but just because you have a feeling now doesn't mean that it's meant to be now. There's a whole other feeling, though, that you're really being called to concentrate on. I highly recommend watching group number 1, because you have the snake reading, the snake in your reading, which really confirms all of that I was talking to them about. And basically, you're in the midst of a transformation and evolution, shedding skin, and you're trying to make a commitment through the process of shedding skin, which makes you uncomfortable. And making choices in the midst of discomfort leaves you with a mind that is far from sober, so far from peaceful that you can't even be making sound decisions. The only sound decision that you can possibly make right now is to yourself, to whatever you have an extremely deep calling towards something. For some of you, it's already been an opportunity presented to you. It's already been on the table or something like this here. Let's dive into that. What is that? What is this calling? The Star reversed, the Two of Wands reversed, something that you've convinced yourself that it's too late for, that you cannot do. You need to take on a new perspective, because actually you're supposed to weave your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience, your age into it. It's in your DNA. And I leave you with this. If you're interested in finding out how you show up in people's dreams, join us on Patreon this week, because that is the video that's going to be uploaded for Pick a Cards, how you appear in people's dreams. Support this video, support this channel for free, giving this video a thumbs up, leave love in the comment section down below, share this video with a friend, and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up a new content just like this. Thank you for being here, sending you so much love, so much life. I pray this reading brought peace, love, light, healing, clarity, most importantly, truth, and motivation to you. Until next time, take care, be well. Bye-bye. Bye, 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 bye.